Every spring, my husband Kevin and I take on one big project around the house. This year, we decided on the long overdue garage. This is a detached garage that was built with the house in 1959. This project is going to be one of the biggest we've ever tackled together. Along with cleaning and decluttering, the interior needs a major facelift. The roof needs to be reshingled, the garage door desperately needs to be replaced, and I plan on building out a bright and airy workshop for all of my future builds and videos. Join us on our journey of turning the dark and dusty garage into the workshop of our dreams. It's paint day, and we're not off to a great start. I broke the leg off of my tripod, so it is now a bipod, and it doesn't stand up that great like that. And I have spent the last 45 minutes looking for my paint roller, and I found it in the freezer. So now I have to wait for that to thaw out. So I'm sort of having this realization that I'm not very good to future Grace. I really neglect her. It's future Grace's problem. I need to start learning how to treat her with respect. You know what I mean? Like, hey, don't put the paint roller in the freezer for 3 months because you're gonna need it one day and you're not gonna wanna wait for it to thaw out. So, anywho, I'm heading over to my friend's house now to borrow his tripod, and I'm also going to see if I can borrow a paint roller because I'm new at being a human. And then we'll get to painting. Okay, I've got a roller that's not frozen and a tripod that stands up straight, and it's time to get to work. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I love to paint. I'll just put on some good tunes and jam out, and before I know it, I'm done. So if it looks like I'm talking to myself a lot, it's because I just have to sing along. I have such a soft spot for punk, folk, and 90s rock. But I'm always open to suggestions, so let me know in the comments down below what you like to listen to help the time go by while you're painting. Painting the ceiling was definitely the worst part of the whole job thus far. Because it's so wavy and uneven and damaged, I had to roll in every direction to get full coverage. And after one coat, I felt like my neck was gonna break. Now you may be asking yourself why I'm painting a wavy, damaged, uneven ceiling. And the reason is because we are actually very much so on the fence about whether or not to rip out the ceiling and just have it be an open vaulted ceiling, or rebuild half of the ceiling and use it for storage. Whatever we end up doing, it's going to be a huge commitment and a lot of work, and I'm starting to get a little bit anxious to just put everything back together so that I can keep working and DIYing and, you know, all that fun stuff. I got projects that need to get done. So I'm just going to slap some paint on it so that it's good enough for now, and we will cross that bridge when we come to it. finished up painting the ceiling, or the parts of the ceiling that I could reach currently, and then I realized that my phone had stopped recording, so cool. Now I'm going through the process of making sure all my videos have transferred from my phone onto my laptop before I delete them, so I don't delete any more footage. And I went to Starbucks. I got my green tea latte. It tastes like grass. Believe it or not, I had washed the walls 2 times before I started painting, and this is as clean as they came. So I started to cut, but as I was cutting, I noticed that some of the dirt was starting to come through the paint. So when Kevin finished up work that night, he came home and was all like, the weekend, I can finally relax. And I was like, Jack's with my parents for a few more hours, and I have an idea of how we could spend the time. So we got to work TSPing the walls, and you guys, they came out so clean and so bright. It was like, do I even need to paint anymore? Now, normally when you're painting over fresh drywall, you want to use a primer first. But my thought was, I'm using a pure white, paint and primer in one, and if I have to go over this one small chunk of drywall an extra time or two, then say lovey. It's better than having to go online and order a primer and then wait a couple days and then do your curbside pickup, and then I have to pack Jack up into the car, and I have to turn the car on before we get in it so that it's not too hot or not too cold, and then we drive all the way to Home Depot. I did a thing. I should have painted my nails before this. I'm scared.
Don't drop it.
I'm literally sweating right now. Did you hear that? Okay, I'm gonna have to learn how to use this.
Yeah.
I have to watch a lot of videos. Let's see if this makes a difference in the video quality. Try that again. I just feel like if I look in that crack long enough, I'm gonna see like a set of eyes or a bear or something. I don't like to clean my brushes or rollers between coats because who's got time for that? So what I do is put a few bags around the roller tray and put my brush in a Ziploc baggie and stick them in the fridge, and they will stay fresh for weeks. As Rachel Metz always says, work smarter, not harder. Jeepers creepers. It's still wet, so it's hard to tell, but I think 3 coats is gonna do it. The ceiling needs another coat or 2 or 5. I'm gonna see if I can bribe Kevin to do it because I can't look up anymore. My head's gonna fall off. I feel like I've been painting for a month and we've got so much accomplished. Oh my goodness, it's so white, it's so beautiful. Here's what is like, I still have the other half of the garage to do. But the biggest workbench is gonna go against the wall, and then the workbench with the table saw in it is gonna sit in front of it so that I can work in between the two and have my things on either side, and then I'll put like a giant pegboard on the back wall, maybe paint something on it, I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna be done this video. Today's actually Mother's Day, so I'm painting. Kevin's taking care of Jack, so I can just do my thing, and this is my thing. This is what I end up doing on my me days. Anyways, I'm done this now, so they're out for a walk right now, so I might just take a little run around the neighborhood, see if I can find them and join them for a walk. Okay, bye! Thank you guys so much for watching and for supporting my tiny little channel. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and if you want to see more content like this, consider subscribing, because there's a lot to come on this garage series, and once that's done, it's time for me to start living up to my name, Goodness Gracious DIY. I can't wait for it to be done so I can just get into the garage and start building and making over and DIYing and doing all the things that I love to do. Anyways, I will see you guys next Thursday. Bye!